My name is Josie Dawson and I'm a part of Group 1. Our topic is time management in college, and today I'm an expert on managing your social time. Time management for social life. When you look at time management for social life, there are a couple things that you should learn how to do. You should learn to prioritize, you should learn to say no, and you should also learn how to make sacrifices. Prioritizing. Prioritizing is basically when you list or you rank things in the importance that they are to you. When you look at prioritizing, you need to decide what is most important to you. We're all college students, so our number one priority should be academics. But most college students, we're also involved in other things. We have prior commitments, we have organizations that we belong to. And it's good to be a part of things, and it's good to have stuff to do, but we also need to make sure that we're putting what is most important at the top of our list and working our way down. Like I said, you need to decide how much time you have in the day. Some people have heavier workloads, some people have lighter workloads. If you have a heavier workload, lighter workload, either way, you need to make a list and rank things. You need to start with your number one priority and work your way down. So academics, meeting, a game to go to, work your way down and set time aside for each thing. Saying no. Saying no is a big thing in college. It's something that we should all master because we tend to commit to things that we know we don't have time for. Before you say no, you need to look at your availability. In college, it's a good thing to have a calendar or a planner or, like I said, a list of priorities, so that way you can see if you have time to do things. You can look and know if you are putting enough time aside for something or if you're not. Over planning. If you have that calendar or that planner, you can look and see if you have enough time. You can add, you can take away, but you don't want to put more on your plate than you can handle. You don't want to be stressed out. You want to make sure that you're using your time efficiently and you're doing the best you can do with your time. Making sacrifices. Sometimes you have to let things go. Sometimes you have to distribute things, move things around, but sometimes that doesn't work out and you end up having to reschedule. Rescheduling things, sometimes that can hurt people's feelings, but sometimes things come up and we have prior commitments and we need to reschedule. We need to push it because we need to make sure that what is at the top of our list is getting the most time, getting the time that it needs, and that we're putting all of our effort into what is most important before we're putting time in something that doesn't need as much as what is most important to us. Finding balance. It's a good thing to be involved in activities on campus, but you also need to make sure that your social life isn't overdoing your academic life. If you want to be a part of a group, that's a good thing, but you also need to make sure that you're getting a good education, that you're getting good grades, that you're doing what you're there to do. And finding balance, it's a struggle for everyone, but if you stick to saying no, making sacrifices, and just putting your priorities in order, you'll eventually find your way and find your balance, and you'll use your time more efficiently. Here are my citations, and that's all I have for you about your social life, but Ethan will talk to you about managing your time when you work in college.